Hello, Saints Nation, and welcome back to some more St. Clair Saints Rocket League here today. We're going to be competing here in the CCA Open with the St. Clair Saints green roster. That's going to consist of Ramen,
Nitrix,
Kamal, and Nitrix.
Yep.
There we go. That's going to consist of those three here. They've been playing very, very well here so far in the CCA Open Fall 2021 series, and it is going to be now going into upper round 4 up against McGill University here, another Ontario school. Nice to see that here in the CCA Open League, and they're trying to place a top 8 for points if you're just tuning in now, and they don't have any points yet so far this season, but they've been on the verge, very, very close a lot of times here now, so they're looking to really put the nail in the coffin, hammer it in, and try to take something here, but this is winners round 4. They've made pretty far here now. It's going to be 2 DQ wins here for the Saints, 1 bye, 1 DQ win, and then 1 2-1 win, and now we're going to be here, winners round 4, McGill University. How you feeling about this one, John?
I feel like they can do pretty well here. Obviously, they did only end up winning 2-1 in that series, but I think both their wins were pretty dominant wins against MSOE. So I think you're at McGill. Obviously, at McGill a little bit highly skilled. We've seen them a couple times throughout these tournaments. So I think in this last meeting, definitely will be a challenge for them. But I think St. Clair can definitely overcome it.
Yes, for sure. I completely agree with you on that one. McGill going to be a little bit more tougher of competition than the MSOE squad that we just faced, and St. Clair likes to give us a heart attack as per usual on that one. But yeah, we are just going to be waiting for this matchup to start here, just a little bit away. But just a quick update, side point. St. Clair Saints Call of Duty will advance to losers finals in the NACE Star League playoffs. That'll be live at 7 p.m. on the NACE Star League channel. I know it's besides the point from Rocket League, but it's exciting. This is their top 3 guaranteed here in the NACE playoffs, and one of their best opportunities ever to win a national championship. So very exciting stuff. That's going to be at NACE Star League channel at 7 p.m. tonight. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. But with that being said, Rocket League still going on here right now. McGill and St. Clair. My prediction for this one, I do honestly think McGill will probably take this one in a 2-1 fashion.
You're betting against the Saints in game 3?
I just see McGill so strong lately. I think they've been playing pretty well, and their team chemistry has been drastically improving. We have the bracket available, so we are going to take a little peek at that. Well, we have an opportunity here and now. Well, we got a little bit of downtime to do a little bit of a review here. So the St. Clair Saints will be playing McGill. I don't know what seed McGill is. Actually, if we click in on that matchup, should be able to get some intel. It's going to be McGill. They're both 2-0. Actually, we can't see seed, but it is what it is, and yeah, so both teams are going to be coming in here. Both teams have been playing strong all season long, but they did get a DQ win in their last game against Platteville. They really took... Well,
I think they've been DQ'd. They must have been DQ'd.
No, they beat New Jersey Institute. Yeah, they beat New Jersey Institute 2-0, but then UW Platteville going to get a DQ win. So they only ever really played one game. So is the Saints. But we'll see what comes through here. Now on the other side of the bracket, it's going to be Norwich and Dalhousie or University in Alabama here coming through to play the Saints in this next matchup if they do win here. But they're making it pretty far in. I believe this is the round of 16, but things are looking fairly good there for them. And we're looking to advance here a little bit further in this bracket, as you can see down below. Actually, is that winner finals right there? Right there? Yeah, that is winners finals. Yeah. Okay, or that's to go top 8. There's a bunch of those. So, well, maybe not. Yeah, there's 2 of those up here. Okay, yeah, so, hey, if they can win 2 more games, they're in the beautiful positioning here to keep advancing through. So it's going to all start with McGill University. We'll find out here in just a minute. But I think we're just waiting on a couple players from their roster. But, hey, Rocket League moves fairly quickly. I can never complain with it.
It's true. It does. And we do see Dalhousie did end up winning that series. They do move on to play against the University of Alabama. So one of those 2 teams will be our opponent in the next round. It will be an interesting one. If we win, I'm predicting Saints take it 2-1. I can't bet against Green in game 3. Like for me, every time I watch their game 3s, I think they've only really lost 1 game 3 where I've watched them. Other times they do usually lose 2-0. So I think for me, if it does go to game 3, I think St. Clair can take it. But based on that last series, I think that if Raman can pop off like we saw him do with the 4 goals in that second game, I think they definitely have a good chance to take the series.
Yeah, it's just something that you can't really rely on, Like, you need everybody to be, pulling the weight and putting those goals in the back of the net. Raman, he obviously had a great one, game 3. It's always nice to see somebody step up in a decider game, but you just want to see that consistency. I want to see the teamwork really come through. I mean, one thing that I think that could be used a little bit better is just kind of I still think that these goalies could be, removed from nets a little bit nicer, and I think that they can do better setup that's not just trying to center the ball and shoot it in.
I think it's hard though, because demoing goalies is more about a rotation kind of thing, right? Because a lot of times, the way you cycle through the ball isn't necessarily towards the net. A lot of times, you're committing to either getting to the ball or you're committing to getting a corner boost to try and get yourself towards the net, set up for an opportunity there. So committing yourself to the goalie means that essentially, if you don't make it, if you don't get that shot on net, if you don't get that goal, a lot of times it means you're a man down for at least a little bit there, because your person is so committed to getting that goalie out. And especially if you don't end up demoing the goal, if you end up missing the goalie, it means you're out of rotation completely, and it takes some time to reset it. So it is a very risk-reward kind of play style, but I feel like a lot of times it can work out if done properly.
Very risque indeed, and so we are going to be still waiting a moment here. But, I mean, honestly, with the okay, we got a little bit of a map preview. I love to see this one. These are nice to see, but
cinematic.
Playing on a complete island here. Look at those, us spectators in the crowd. But, yeah, with that being said, I mean, honestly, I want to see the backboard utilized a little bit more from the Saints as well. I saw it there from the last game in MSOE. They really were using it to their advantage when they could. Maybe not full potential, but they were using it pretty nicely. So, I mean, I'm very much anticipating for the Saints to, I'm not anticipating, I would like to see them use that backboard a little bit more. I mean, it's like, I like to call it the fourth player. It's not really a full-on fourth player, but it's a very helpful thing to use to when you're trying to bank a shot in.
Yeah, it's definitely something that hadn't been utilized quite enough by St. Clair throughout the season. I definitely think they stepped up a little bit more. So we are just waiting for someone to come back from the bathroom here. So it should be just a second, but hopefully we can start us up here sometime soon. And I mean, right now for Saints, it is the last qualifier they're going to be a part of. It is the last CCA qualifier. Unfortunately, they were out of points for a lot of them, so I don't think they'll be in that top 8 for the actual prize pool. But I mean, regardless, placement still matters here, and I really think, it is your last tournament, so you want to give it your all.
The one thing I do like about CCA is even if you, let's say, like, points are top 8 and you place 9th, it's still, like, not the end of the world, because that's going to help you out for seeding in the future. Like, CCA takes into note that, hey, you did just come so close, and you did win out in a lot of your games, maybe upsetting some of these higher seeds, and it does better them for seed and, like, better placement going into these future games and tournaments and whatnot. So I do like that, there's at least a little bit of a, it's kind of incentive there to, even if you don't place the points, but we are going to see the guys over at McGill. They are ready, and everybody's spawning into the map here now. We're just seconds away from getting this one kicked off.
Some action brewing for us here. Game number 1 between McGill and St. Clair here to start us off. Round number 5 now in winners?
Round number 4, yes. It's going to be still round 4, but I mean, we only have 2 more rounds left, really, to be honest, if they do win in these next couple. So it'll be very big for the Saints. But with that being said, it's going to be game 1 of this best of 3, and I mean, hey, man, these best of 3s, they've been so scary all day. You just got to see the Saints come out early once again. I think that's a big thing, a big milestone, stepping stone to them coming through with the win here, is coming out of the gate strong.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm pretty sure I remember last time we played against McGill, Batmoose went crazy. He was the reason that they ended up taking that series and forcing us down to losers. So we'll see if he can do it again here. And I really want to see Rahman step up like he did in that second game, scoring 4 goals and giving St. Clair the win there. And that's really going to be the key difference maker here, is who can get, whose star can come forward, who can play that great game on the day. And that's really going to make a huge difference here in game number 4 of the day.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So, about a minute in and we're scoreless. Very similar to the last game that we saw where, it's a little bit slower of a start here from both teams, but we should see things get turned up here very momentarily. It's going to be the side of McGill looking to send this one into the offensive side of St. Clair, and now lucky for a shot, going to go right off the backboard, not able to get the double touch, and that is now going to be sent out towards this halfway marker. But that is going to be fully kept in for the side of McGill, making things a little bit more difficult on St. Clair than they anticipated. Now Batmoose going to send that one back in, and this is just all pressure on St. Clair territory right now. This is getting a little bit scary. Thankfully, though, for them, they were able to clear this one.
Yeah, not too many goals scored on here early on in this one. Obviously, both teams, again, it happens a lot. They just kind of feel each other out, see how they play, what their play styles look like, what their rotations are going to be, and just kind of get warmed up here to start off the series. So not too surprised we aren't seeing any goals just yet, but both teams with a couple of offensive opportunities here in the last couple of seconds, definitely trying to find the weaknesses in their opponent's skill. This might be a goal here from the other side of the pitch. So Bry picking up the first goal of the series, a long bomb here from his own net, from his own crease, actually. So St. Clair a little bit out of their rotation there, and it does cost them.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, that's one thing you were talking about in that pregame where I said, hey, if you're going to commit to playing really close to this goal, if you're going to really try to, be bumping these goalies or, trying to find a little bit of an opening in the net and by playing very close and up and aggressive. That's one of the big risks. And right, you said the risk and reward is there. The risk was taken, and it didn't work out for you there. So it's going to be St. Clair now falling 1-0 in this game early, but it does look like they might be able to answer back. But I think that was a little bit of a whiff shot there from Kamal. It's not going to be able to connect on the ball. Now back sent over towards the corner. This play is still alive, and the center is through, but not anymore. Bry going to shut that one down.
Chance to put it towards middle here. Will be cleared up by Lucky here in a second, but some good offensive pressure here by St. Clair to answer back. What a goal there. Oh, shot going to come on net. What a save by Rahman there. Lucky with an absolute bullet off the top, and somehow, I don't know how he got to that save, but he did. Really good quality save there. Shot not going to come through, and that's really what we want to see from St. Clair is good defense here converted into good offense.
Yeah, and I do see these ideas coming from the Saints. I do see the gears turning in their heads when they are trying to make these offensive plays. It's just sometimes they're just not working out or not as clean as they like them to be, and it's going to result in McGill still maintaining their 1-goal lead 3 minutes through this one now. It's going to be all up to St. Clair. They have to turn this defense into an offensive pressure like you were saying, and it is going to be Rahman looking to start this now. He was a star player here in our last series, and he's looking to continue it in this one as Nitrix going to find it top shelf. That's going to tie us up at 1-1 just over 3 minutes through this game.
Top shelf where they keep the peanut butter bride, just not able to clear that one up. Nitrix taking full advantage of it. A perfect shot where nobody could get to it. St. Clair tying it up is huge here, getting some momentum back in their favor. Just under 2 minutes left here, lots of time for both these teams to try and pot another one.
100% here, John. So it's going to be about 1:45 on the clock, and next goal going to have such an advantage in this series, just plainly from having an advantage with so little time remaining on the clock. So we'll see if St. Clair can translate this one into another offensive pressure. Well, Lucky is getting a pretty big opening, and thankfully for them, it will be sent away for St. Clair.
Nitrix with a nice save there. We'll have the ball up here as well. Batmoose looking to clear. Will pinch towards the net. That's dangerous. No one from St. Clair there. Bry going to be able to clear it out. So a little bit of a mistake there by Batmoose, but luckily his teammate there, Bry, was able to clear that one out. So a couple good chances here for St. Clair to find themselves a lead, but haven't really been able to put that one in the back of the net. Kamal at the center towards Rahman there, but nice save by Lucky, and Lucky will have a chance to clear it here in just a second.
Yeah, so Nitrix was trying to keep this play alive, and Kamal is as well. This might be a decent opportunity, but Lucky will be tapping this one up in the air. Batmoose sending it over back towards St. Clair line of territory. Now Rahman going to be playing this one out. Kamal with a big save going to come through. Bry not able to connect on that goal there. So Lucky and Kamal getting into it midfield. That's going to be a shot on net. Bry quick on the save though. So still a 1-1 game now, 35 seconds, and we might see another overtime in game 1 of our series for the second time today here, John.
Yeah, Rahman actually had a really good idea there. He bumped one of the goalies, would try to get him into the other one, but unfortunately just out of the way. And a nice save there by McGill was able to save them here in this close tie game. 20 seconds remaining. Can one of these teams find the back of the net, or will be forced into a game 1 overtime like we saw in that first series?
100%. So, I mean, 10 seconds remaining, assuming we're probably going to see an overtime here now unless something crazy happens in these last few seconds, like maybe this, but no, that's going to be sent away for the Saints, and maybe St. Clair can translate one last offensive push. That's a good shot. Oh, the bump going to send that one up, and Kamal coming down from downtown. Off the ground right before he could. That's the downside, right, of just being on those last-minute touches. It seems as if St. Clair, whenever it's the last-second touch playing keep-up, they always do that where it touches the ground. It's going to go in, but it touches the ground first, and they're forced into the overtime regardless.
And it was so unfortunate, too, because they set up the play so well, but unfortunately, because of the way they set that one up, Nitrix was in the net, so Kamal couldn't put it higher. He had to try and go underneath his teammate there, and it meant the ball drove right into the pitch right in front of the net, and it meant they weren't able to score that goal. So a huge chance for St. Clair to end this first game at the 0-second mark, but not able to take advantage of it. But still, they're putting a lot of offensive pressure, and it seems like there's no answer. Maybe there will be. Bry with a shot will get that one on net. So McGill going to take game number 1. A beautiful shot there. Nice tip by Bry.
I got to get
in the back of the net. That was, Nitrix just not able to get there. Neither was Rahman, and that's going to be a 2-1 game.
But that was just such a good opening for MU or McGill. I mean, you see the opportunity, you got to take it. They do get the nice flick over there. It will be sent up over to Bry. Bry is just in perfect positioning to tuck that one away, top corner. And that's going to be McGill University taking a 1-0 lead here. St. Clair forced to answer back with 2 now if they do want to advance to winners round 5. And it's going to be pretty difficult there for them against a strong squad like McGill, especially when we've seen low-scoring games like this throughout today. But any predictions here? Does your prediction change now, or what do you think?
I still think St. Clair is going to be okay, but that's a heartbreaker, right? Especially because they had a chance there with 0 seconds left, just couldn't put it in the back of the net, and it does mean the overtime comes through, and just a wonderful shot by Bry there. Sealed the deal. So for St. Clair, you kind of got to just think about, oh, nice fake there by Kamal. Not going to find the back of the net, though. Bry with the save. But already good chances here early on for St. Clair.
He almost snuck it by Bry there, too. And there's another one. It's going to be dribbling towards the net, but won't go. Bry going to be able to play that one off it again. And, you know, Bry's been having a great game for himself here so far throughout this one. Got to give credit to that, too. Lucky sneaks it in, just like a little credit card slot kind of shot there. I mean, he literally had, like, no room. As you see Raman driving towards that ball, he's going to get it just through. I mean, Raman's so close to getting that one away, but MU going to take an early 1-0 lead. That makes things very scary for St. Clair.
Calculated as anything there. Beautiful shot, and it does mean the lead goes up to 1-0 now for McGill with a chance. Kamal going to tie it up, though, right in the top shelf. Kamal finding the answer here for St. Clair early on in this game.
Phenomenal shot. You're going to see him wall ride there. Going to dismantle that wall at the perfect time when he sees that opportunity come to light. Lucky not able to get on top of that ball. It's going to be St. Clair able to tie things up. We're only 27 seconds in, and we're fairly higher scoring, than the 27 seconds into that last game.
Yeah, I think both teams have felt each other out. They know how they want to play around it, and just finding those good opportunities. And both of these shots just exceptional. And this is what we're talking about, right? They need to make themselves opportunities, give themselves chances to get leads here or to tie things up and score goals. And that's what both teams have done so far in this game. And, the further we go on in this series, I think we'll see some more of that kind of play where you find yourself an opportunity. You're not waiting for mistakes to happen. You're just making your own opportunities to score goals.
100%. So, Raman, nice demo there on to Bry. Batmu's going to get a shot onto net. And Kamal going to get a flick over, a potential shot onto McGill's net, but will be saved there from Lucky. Now it is going to be St. Clair in the orange, still trying to make something happen here. Kamal off the backboard, using that fourth player once again. The double touch, no, not going to go. Bry sends it towards the corner. It's going to force Kamal to fall back onto the defense.
A good chance there for Kamal, turned away by the defense from McGill. So, St. Clair leaving him on their toes right now. Kamal with a chance here, going to center it for Nitrix. Nitrix going to find the bottom corner there. Puts it, tucks in that left corner, and that is excellent play there. Kamal setting up a good opportunity for his teammate, and Nitrix putting that one in the back of the net.
And this last, 75, 80 seconds, I'd say St. Clair's looked a lot better. I know it's only been 2 goals, and, they do take this lead in this game, but overall, just their play style looks better. They really found what McGill is having going wrong, like with their defense, and they're capitalizing on it so much. This backboard's been used a lot more from St. Clair lately, and it's providing for some amazing opportunities. That one's going to be bouncing right in front of the net. Not going to go, but St. Clair is still providing these golden ticket opportunities here to try to find something in McGill's territory.
And every time this ball ends up back in St. Clair's territory, it just seems like they're able to clear it out as soon as possible. You see here now, Kamal actually going to get demoed there. So it means a chance here for McGill to try and do something, but no, will be cleared out by Raman. Bry with possession of the ball. Lucky's going to get it as well. This is dangerous territory. They're going to have to clear this out sometime soon. No, they won't be able to. Batmoose going to pick up the tying goal there for McGill.
See, that ball was just dribbling in too deadly of a spot. Lucky with that flip there, going to make things massive. And then deking out Nitrix, going to allow it all up to Kamal. He had the right idea, but I feel like that's like when you're in soccer and you're like
smacked by the someone else.
Yeah,
so
hey, it happens to the best of us.
What do you
But yeah,
do?
Kamal's gonna be a net there, and honestly, my equivalent to what just happened there was like a free kick in soccer, right? You're a goalie, you have one player right in front of you, he can shoot anywhere in this massive net behind you, and you just have to try to take the gamble a little bit and try to play off that one. But McGill gonna find that goal 2-2 halfway through this game. This is anybody's to take still, John.
Yeah, definitely a chance here for both teams to try and find some redemption here. St. Clair still fighting for their spot in the upper bracket, trying not to fall down again to McGill and go down to losers, trying to find some redemption against this team. But for right now, I think the last couple of seconds here have definitely been McGill favor. They've been able to put some offensive pressure on, which they haven't really been able to do in the second half of the last game and even in the beginning of this one. And trying to find an equalizer chance here for St. Clair, but not going to be happening, will be turned away.
Yes, indeed. Nitrix, nice demo. They're going to take down Batmoose. An awesome opportunity from Kamal, but not going to go now off the post of the Saints, and they're looking to translate this once again into an offensive play. It's going to be Nitrix coming in hot with Raman there, but it will not go early in this one. Now Lucky trying to deke out Kamal, but it is not going to work out well for him. Bry, though, going to send this one back towards the corner, and this might be MU now looking to translate to the offense, but no, St. Clair keeping it in that McGill zone.
They've been pushing it towards the sides on the offense for St. Clair, but haven't really found anything towards the center. They are just looking for an opportunity here. Kamal going to try and find it, but no boost available for him, so he's just going to Kareem it off the backboard there. Nitrix with a pass towards the middle, but Bry going to get there to clear that one out. So again, just a little push here by St. Clair. Ooh, that's a pass to Bry though with an open net, but doesn't go for it. Going to opt for a pass towards Batmoose. Batmoose the shot, going to go over the crossbar, not going to go towards the net. So another chance here for McGill to try and open up this lead and give themselves a win in the series.
I think St. Clair is playing a lot less like a goalie heavy and defensive heavy as McGill. And it's making me very scared and paranoid because they'll come back from the corners or come back from rotating from the offense to play these defensive saves. Meanwhile, McGill has players in net ready and waiting, and it just makes the scoring opportunities for McGill look a little bit nicer here as St. Clair sometimes are out of position there. And that's mainly when St. Clair gets caught getting scored against is out of position.
It is how they like to play, though. It is more of a risk-reward play style rather than sitting in your own net waiting for your opponent to make a mistake, which a lot of these top-tier teams don't usually make. So for me, I think I like St. Clair's play style. I like the fact that they're going for just a little bit more risky. It means you give yourself more opportunities to score, and yes, it does mean that if you don't convert, there's a big response. But for right now, St. Clair down 1-0 in the series, need to find something on the offense to win this one and bring us to a Game 3.
Yeah, it's looking like potential overtime here for Game 2 already. And, I mean, this is going to be the third overtime we've seen today. St. Clair's been battling through these already all day long. And with 5 seconds remaining, this one might be ending up in regulation, but doesn't look to be the case. Kamal trying to send it into an offensive play, but off the ground, we're going to see overtime once again. The third one we've seen today, like I was saying. We've actually seen more overtimes than we have seen in regulation, but the winner of this match will be going up against Dalhousie University at 145. So Dalhousie will take down the University of Alabama over there.
Yeah, in that bracket. And right now, in overtime, St. Clair trying to stay alive in this upper bracket. McGill trying to move on, trying to play Dalhousie here. But St. Clair definitely an opportunity here. Nitrix trying to find something in front, but not going to be able to get it. Will be moved out of the zone here. Nice stop by Kamal, but another clear going to come through for Lucky. Nitrix going to get there in time. Yes, he will win the 50-50 people to clear it out.
Yeah, so this is going to be bouncing around here towards midfield, and we're about 40 seconds into this one here now in overtime. And honestly, in the last 3 minutes of this game, we really haven't seen a crazy amount of scoring opportunities from either side, really. Maybe a little bit more from McGill, but both teams really haven't had any sort of crazy openings in this past 2-3 minutes.
Nitrix chance here. Lucky with a better save, though, will be able to get that ball out here. And St. Clair on the precipice, we're going to lose this bracket. Need to find something. Nice double bump there, but Rahman going to be able to clear that one. So good try there. Good opportunity for McGill, but luckily Kamal there, last person that able to save that one. Shot going to come through, though. It's going to go in. What a shot by Nitrix in overtime. Absolutely beautiful off the crossbar, and you can't get better than that.
It just squeezes. Look at, squeezes in there. Lucky gets a touch, but not enough. St. Clair take Game 2. And we're seeing a Game 3, John. It's going to be a Game 1 there for McGill in overtime. Game 2 win for St. Clair in overtime. Now Game 3, I'm only anticipating to see an overtime.
This is crazy series. Double overtimes here. One apiece, both teams claiming one. And game number 3, it's going to be so exciting. I think they're taking a second to breathe here and decide how they want to play out this game number 3. And I think for me, I like their play style of being aggressive and looking for opportunities. I think for me, McGill just waiting for the mistakes that St. Clair is making up and taking those and converting them does mean, we're going to have a disconnect here. So maybe a little bit of internet issues or something. We'll find out in a second. But anyway.
Well, I hope not. He's in the nest.
True.
So, yeah, we will see that one. So we are just going to have a little quick minute here as we do wait for these teams to carry on in just a moment. But 1-1, John. I mean, this one, it's been a very interesting game. Honestly, very interesting day for the Saints green roster here so far. A couple tough teams.
Overtimes.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. So we are just going to have a quick game reboot there over in the nest for Ramen. No concerns at all. It's going to be a good time. I mean, I know the guys are all in there. The whole Saints green roster is in the nest right now. It's good to see. We do have Nitrix, Ramen, and Kamal all in there. Big party animals getting the place bumping.
It's nice. And I mean, for me, I think this series definitely is a tale of 2 steps up in overtime. It has been 2 overtime games both times, and it has been, I think it was Bry in that first game who scored the overtime goal, and then it was in this one, Nitrix with a beautiful shot off the backboard. And you were talking about specifically in that game how much you want to see them use a backboard, and I think both of their goals were scored off of opportunities off the backboard, so they definitely took your advice and used it to be able to convert this game.
I mean, it's so big because, like, it's like, okay, you can send it towards the backboard, and then usually you'll see the card that's in the net jump. Even though that ball isn't going in the net, it looks close. So it bounces off the backboard, and then this card's already up in the air, but you're up in here ready to just bounce this one in, and that card is completely out of position, but they put themselves out of position. You're not having to risk a player to try to draw these players out of position. The backboard is a really good way of kind of like almost like tipping a shot, where it's like you can like kind of completely redirect things. You can completely change the path of where this ball is going, and it really distracts or confuses the goalies there, and it makes it very, very hard to react to what the play is.
Well, it's so hard, right? When you're playing as a goalie, if a shot's going off the backboard, it's so much easier for the player going at it from the other side of the field to know where they want to direct it and where this ball is going to go. Whereas if you're the goalie, you're looking straight up, but you're also looking at where the other player is coming from, where you have to meet that ball. So it takes a lot of very, very quick decision making, a lot of split-second reactions, and it's a very mechanically intensive thing to try and navigate these backboard reads and be able to take advantage of them.
Yeah, so we should just be a few seconds here. We are just going to be loading into this game here now, but this is a big game. The winner is going to go play Dalhousie right after this, so there is a game right after this regardless. I think unless you go to losers, there might not be one ready yet down there, but it is going to be the St. Clair. Like, this is a big opportunity. If they can win here and go up into that next match against Dalhousie, even if they lose against Dalhousie, they're in beautiful positioning. And sorry, if we lose, we don't play till when? 2:30. So it is 1:45 right now. Yeah, so I mean, pretty interesting stuff, but it is going to be a very important game here right now. That's what I mean. Like, if St. Clair can just win one more in winners, it helps them so much in that loser side of the bracket, even if they lose eventually in winners. Yeah. Because they'll be in, like, winners finals almost essentially at that point in time. So we do see everybody spawn in. A lot on the line here, John. Win this game, you play another game right after against Dalhousie. Lose this game, opponent TBD at 2:30. So we'll see what happens, but very, very excited. I'm really hoping that the Saints can keep up their trend of finding Game 3 wins.
And I like the fact that you predicted 2-1 for McGill. I predicted 2-1 for St. Clair.
One of us will be right.
We get a Game 3, so one of us is going to be right here in our predictions, but this game will definitely determine who that one will be. Kamal with an opportunity here early on, but not going to find it. Will be cleared up by Bry. Bry going to send it back the other way. Not going to get anything here. A nice clear, and I mean, I expect this game to be pretty low scoring again. I don't think either of these teams really wants to make mistakes, so it does mean they will be playing a little bit safer. I think that will favor McGill, though, so St. Clair does kind of need to turn it up, get some offensive explosion coming, because that's where they found their groove, and that's where they got advantages in that game number 2.
Yes, 100%. So this is going to be immediately sent in McGill territory. It's a nice St. Clair for the start. They haven't really had too many shots against them so far starting this one off. It's probably a good feeling, and actually a shot on net going to be a little wide from Ramen. You wish you had that one back, but it's not going to go. And you know, it's nice because they haven't really had to go too hard on the defense yet until that one and that one there. And that's St. Clair overcommitting on the offense right there. Prime example.
Ramen with a nice save there, but unfortunately just no one.
Or actually, maybe not. Do they just none of them have boost?
No, they triple committed to that save, and so they weren't able to turn around in time. And that means that the ball did end up going in. So just a small mistake there by the side of St. Clair. And in this game number 3 in winner's side, you can't afford to make those kind of mistakes.
Yeah, so it is a very good one there from the side of McGill to get that big goal and to open it up for St. Clair. Kamal with the demo, going to get a shot as well. Lucky there on the save. Ramen fires away another shot actually as well. Great rebounds there from the side of McGill. But it is now going to be the side of St. Clair putting it into the offense. Once again, rolling in front of the net. Ramen and I believe that was Kamal had a great opportunity there to try to find something, but it will not go. Just trickles along the side of the net.
Some opportunities here early on for McGill have come through. St. Clair just can't seem to find it. Oh, double commit there on the save. They are able to get that pinch out of the zone, though. Very, very lucky there. Able to save that one. Nitrix with an opportunity here, but not going to be able to take advantage of it. Bad moves with a nice clear out to his teammate there. Kamal trying to find someone in the middle here. Ramen going to go up for it. Not going to win the 50-50, though. We'll come back to him. And St. Clair trying to push it towards his offensive end, but don't really have as much coordination as they did in game number 2.
Yeah, so we do see the side of McGill once again in the offense, making things a little bit concerning here for St. Clair. And I think I said McGill was another Ontario school earlier in the stream, and they're from Quebec. I think they're in Quebec. Yeah, another Canada school is what I meant there, but I'm just realizing on that now. I was just thinking about it in the back of my head, but we're about halfway through this one almost, and McGill still leading 1-0. St. Clair really wanting to turn things around. Like I said, how important of a game this is here for them, right? I mean, like, You need to win this one if you're St. Clair to advance in winners. You do not want to go down to losers early. There is such an advantage of staying in this upper side of the bracket. And Nitrix with a beautiful opportunity, but it will go a little wide for St. Clair now halfway through this one.
That was a free chance to tie the game. Just didn't hit the net there. Unfortunately, he's going to want that one back next time for sure. And a breath of life there for McGill. Definitely a chance for them to be have a tie game here, but just weren't able to take advantage of it. Ramen, ooh, he gets through too, though. Going to go on net. What a save by Batmoose, though.
My goodness, Batmoose.
Before the side of St. Clair, that was massive.
Batmoose has got to be like some sort of MVP in this game. Now bar down trickles along the net once again. You know what the scariest thing is? When you see half the ball in the net and the other half outside of the net, it is the scariest thing in the whole entire world for either team who has to defend that one. It is going to be a shot on net a little too fast, a little too high. A great pass from Batmoose, going to result in Lucky being able to find the back of the net. McGill now leading 2-0. John, I'm very, very worried for St. Clair here now. They haven't been down by 2 in a while in this series, if not at all.
Yeah, they seem very flat-footed in that defensive rotation. Just even though they had boosts, just couldn't seem to get to those balls. And every time a 50-50 went up, it was won by McGill in that series. So in the end, it does mean they end up picking a goal here. Shot going to come through, but Ramen with a better save. And St. Clair going to need some explosive offense here if they want a chance to try and come back in this one, or else they're going to be sent the losers bracket.
With a minute and a half remaining, I think St. Clair should start triple committing. I think that it's time.
I don't know if I went with that drastic.
I think so. Like, I mean, I think it's just so hard right now to get past this McGill defense that St. Clair's gonna have to take a little bit of work and a little bit of time, and you're gonna have to dedicate like a minute or so of triple committing to potentially rack up 2 goals here. And it is gonna be Ramen and Kamal trying to find a play, but that one's once again sent off the corner. And these are shots that you need to hit if you want to advance into this tournament.
Yeah, that's the story of this game, number 3. St. Clair, multiple opportunities to score goals, just haven't been able to hit the back of the net here. That's going to be actually 2 players hitting each other there. Kamal pass over to Nitrix here, but not being able to find the back of the net, so a chance there again. Wasn't able to take advantage of it, and it's just so hard, right? Because you saw how many chances St. Clair had in this game, but McGill just up to the task.
Yeah, and it's going to be McGill on the offensive here once again, bouncing around towards midfield. McGill doing a really good effort, or a really good job, of burning this clock down and just not allowing anything to come from it. Kamal will find the corner, so they do still have an option to work with here now. There's 32 seconds, 1 more goal to force an overtime in this game 3 is what's needed here. It's obviously a sign of life, but still, the odds are very stacked against St. Clair here.
Kamal with a really good read on the goalie there, able to put that one in the bottom corner, and 32 seconds left. Still a lot of time for St. Clair to work, but definitely have a chance here. Kamal with the aerial has lots of boost. A nice save by that Bride to clear it out towards the side. Chance to go back towards the middle. He will clear it out yet again, but St. Clair with some offensive pressure here. This is what they need. 20 seconds left, trying to stay in this upper bracket.
Yeah, for sure. Kamal's been doing a very good job of keeping this play alive. Until then, Batmoose will be able to send that one. But it is going to be Nitrix keeping this one alive still. And that's a shot! That's it! Ramen ties it! 8 seconds on the clock! Game 3! Are we going to see overtime in like every game here? Like, what is happening? St. Clair going to go huge. Ramen has been lights out all day. What a play from St. Clair.
That was a 400 IQ read there. Knew exactly what Lucky wanted to do. Flip forward. Oh, Lucky going to get it past 2. This could be dangerous here. Boost for Batmoose in the middle. Going to go for the aerial here. Really put it towards the net. No, going to be denied and bring us to overtime. This is a crazy series. Holy smokes.
St. Clair has to watch Batmoose like a bat, literally. Like, you cannot let this guy get behind you right now. He has been so consistent for McGill today. I mean, like, yes, we do see these other players from McGill come through pretty big, like Bry, but it's just one player that really points out is Batmoose, the consistency of him, and you just can't give him any sort of opportunity here. St. Clair trying to translate this one still on the offense, and that's just on a free goal. That's just a free goal for the side of McGill there. St. Clair extremely over-rotate on that play. The commitments here. Kamal going to bounce that one off Batmoose, and Batmoose on a bad bounce for St. Clair, just going to completely open up this opportunity. McGill going to take this one in overtime, and St. Clair will drop to losers. GG's to McGill overall. That was a great one there, but honestly, I'm a little upset. That's how that game ended. I'm very upset.
That was a very disappointing goal to end us off. That was just an unfortunate bounce there for St. Clair. Nitrix not able to get at that ball. And after all the crazy hype that happened through that entire series, to end it off on that kind of note, a little bit sour.
Yeah, it is a little bit sour indeed for sure. So next matchup, not going to be here until 2:30. Matchup is not ready yet as well, so we will have to wait on the intel who are playing and whatnot there in that regard. But McGill going to clean up against St. Clair Saints Green 2-1 here in round number 4 of the winner's side of the bracket in CCA Open Fall 2021. St. Clair, it's just a really heartbreaker loss there for them to just allow that overcommit dribble of a ball kind of flick. Like that was from a Batmoose shooting it from his own corner. Just a really tough one to lose there. But I think that as long as they can keep their mental okay, they'll do just fine here in losers. They just got to really find these small mistakes and remove them from their playstyle. I mean, I know it's much easier said than done, but you know what I mean.
That was and it's so sad too because that was an incredible comeback in the last minute there. Sure. Like the fact that they were able to score 2 goals,
in
one
40
with
seconds.
8 seconds left there, and it ends like that. It's just a heartbreaker for them, and it's nice to have that you have this little break now, about half an hour-ish of time before your next game because you have to have that mental reset, right? Like you definitely could have had that series, you had it in the bag, and then you ended up just losing in overtime like that. It's got to be rough on them. So nice to have a little break and mental reset for this losers bracket run.
Yes, 100%. So we're going to be right back here. We do have a bracket available, so we can see where the Saints have dropped to. I believe if it's updated, we'll hope so. We'll hope that they're on the ball with this one. Yes, it is. So St. Clair Saints Green will be playing the winner of BGSU, UFTB, or Michigan Tech. Those are the one of 3 options of teams that we will be playing here going forwards. I'm fairly confident against all those teams for St. Clair, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I think so too. I think for me, St. Clair easily could have had this series several times, especially in that game number 3 we talked about. They had so many chances to score goals. They just weren't able to put those in the back of the net. So I think for me, they can make a pretty deep run in losers bracket here and can definitely move forward and try and get into that top 8 position from the losers bracket.
Yes, for sure. So with that being said, guys, we are going to slowly wrap things up here now just for the next, half hour, 25 minutes or whatever it is, whatever it may be. Maybe grab a quick little snack, get some drinks for you viewers back at home. But we'll be right back with you guys in just a little bit here with a losers matchup. I think it's like round 6 or round 5, something along those lines. But stay with us. My name is Jackson Brad Brown, joined alongside John and Bill Bangs Udima. You guys are watching some St. Clair Saints Rocket League. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.